Whoa, it's the Illusion reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth. I'm down here at Zuma Beach doing a little body womping after work before I pick up the mini-gram at water polo practice. Yep. I don't know if it's really a life of leisure. I had a pretty hard day at work, but it's pretty nice. I'm gonna roll up my window here so we don't get the sound of cars. So, I don't know, I haven't chimed in a while. Had a brutal week last week. I don't know, it kind of coincides. I got this email from this kid who's, I don't know, working, doing whatever, and he's like, how do you know who you really are when you're not doing what you want to be doing? And I was like, well, my madness last week. I mean, who are you? How do we find out who we are? We got to learn, man. Trial and error, a lot of trial and error. We got to accept our darkness with our light, the yin and the yang, man. Like last week, I had a little bit of darkness going. I don't know what it was, man. I just got super angry about stuff. Not like about like the people in my life or baby owl or the minigram or the hologram, though I did actually kind of kook it a little bit and kind of vented on the hologram and the minigram, which was super unjustified, right? So of course, yeah, like when you behave badly, you feel badly about yourself, and I got a little bit of a temper. I can kind of come unglued. I mean, and it's totally, I'm kind of mercurial. If you don't know what the word is, mercurial. Like, I kind of just go from one extreme to another. I'm a little bit moody, right? So, I don't know, random things will get under my skin. Like, I can let things go for a really long time, and then all of a sudden I'll, like, snap and, like, sort of blow up, and you know, it's not one of my best character defects, that's for sure. But it's part of who I am, man. And you know, when I wasn't in any sort of acceptance about who I am, I guess the opposite of acceptance is denial about who you are, man. I don't know. I think there's a certain thing where everybody wants to be like perfect, all perfect, like I don't have any bad days. I don't get angry. I'm always like super happy and stoked and kind to everybody. I don't know, man. I'm sure I know some people that are super cool, like super cool. And I trip out and I go, I wonder if they have like, they lose their minds on people or like snap or have bad habits. But you know, that's not for me to figure out them. I don't need to figure out anybody else. I need to figure out myself. You know, I got a lot, like, I don't know, once upon a time I'd say my bad qualities of who I am outweighed the good qualities of who I am, because basically I was in denial about the bad qualities of who I was. I mean, sure, it's easy to be in denial when you drink and smoke a lot of weed and take drugs and stuff. It's easy to be like, whatever. But you know, when you begin to have a clear head, when you try to stay in a state of consciousness, our negatives sure become apparent, man. And you know, it's hard. It's hard to be who we are. But the thing is like, this too shall pass. I think part of, like, I guess one of the things that I do when I do blow it completely, especially to my family, is I tend to try to like own it. Just own it, man. Like, and when you own it, you can make corrective measures, right? You can apologize for your actions. You can make things right. You don't have to be like, oh, it wasn't me, you know? And I think that's what a lot of people do. They make it other people's problems when they behave badly. It was them. They're the reason why I behaved poorly. And I don't know, man, I'm way beyond all that kind of stuff. on a certain level. Like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks being a jerk. I'll tell you that much. But I don't think that's the question this kid was asking, really. And really, that's why it wasn't what set me off. He was asking me more about like career-oriented stuff, like doing, like having a career that really wasn't what he was all about. And I bump into that sometimes. I bumped into that last week. I think that's why I was super tense, was like, you know, I'm up there sometimes, like, I don't want to be a carpenter. I feel like I'm selling myself short being a carpenter, man. Like, you know, working for other people, kind of that whole thing. Like, you know, when I apply myself, I'm a pretty smart guy, but I'm also, you know, one of my character defects is I'm a little bit lazy. I just assume someone else be the boss, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't want to be the boss. I don't want to be in charge. And so, you know, that means that, like, I don't have to apply myself to my my fullest potential. And then that gets me bummed out that, you know, I'm not doing my very best, right? So, you know, who am I? Who am I? Am I being true to myself? I mean, you know, like, I'm one of those, like, I show up for work every day on time. I give it my all, man. Like, who I am is I'm a show up kind of guy. So it wouldn't matter what I was doing, whether I was washing dishes or flying airplanes or, I don't know, being an astronaut. But I'm a carpenter, right? So I got to do it with my all my attributes. Do I want to really ultimately be a carpenter? Not really, man. Like, I got all sorts of things I want to do. But then again, you know, being a carpenter pays the bills. And like that, my first responsibility is to make sure that I eat and my family eats. Like, that's what's also been the transition. It's not about me anymore, man. I mean, it's about Baby Al, the hologram, and the minigram, dude. Like it's not all about me. It's a lot about me, because I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Like, I have to be me. I can't not be me. So I guess that's like kind of answering this kid's question, is you gotta be true to yourself in all circumstances. Like, I'm real big about that. If you don't like what's going on at your job or your career, and it conflicts with your compass, your internal compass about who you are, right and wrong, then you walk. You never stay in a place of employment for the sake of money when your compass says you're not supposed to be there. Like, that's just being attached to the money and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm a big pursue your dreams. Like, that's half the reason, like the guy I work for, man, Robert, he knows at any given moment, if I don't like what's going on, I'm going to just get in my car and leave. And I think that's a lot of what was going on last week, which got me super uptight, is like that. My one thing that made me able to be like a truly functioning carpenter was like, yeah, if I don't like it, I leave. That's not my deal anymore, man. I got family and kids, and I can't just like get up and leave. Though the hologram would fully support my decision. If I decided to, like, I didn't want to do my job anymore and I just quit one day, she wouldn't be mad at me. She might be a little nervous about how the bills are going to get paid, but I always try to save some money, you know, on that level. I don't know. It's tough, man. It is tough being a human being and be true to yourself and be conscious and accept your darkness, because your light is easy, man. It's I'm a good, you know, it's easy to be like the positive side of yourself. Can you truly accept the negative side of yourself? Can you truly exist as a flower in a desert, man? And dude, I love deserts, man, and there's plenty of flowers in the deserts. In fact, most of my favorite flowers live in the desert, dude. It's easy to be a flower in a temperate climate, right? It's not easy to be a flower in extreme conditions, man. And that's, I guess, the test, man. Can you be a flower in extreme conditions? Can you be a flower in extreme conditions, man? Like, yeah. And part of being a flower in extreme conditions is, man, Sometimes the wind comes up and blows your pedals off and you're just a nub. You're just a nub. So yeah, man, you know what, man? You know what the thing I know about life is? You fail, you fall, you get pitched, you dust yourself off, you get back up, and you try again. It's all about trying again, man. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Anyway, I don't know, man. I thought I'd just chime in here from the beach for a little bit.